Okay guys, I'm going to try to sum all this stuff up in one vid. It may be 5 or 6 minutes long, but let's go to. And a lot of this has got to do with, what we've been talking about in the last 3 or 4 or 5 days is, Martin Ayers, what he's been talking about. And what he fails to tell everybody is this. He kind of does, but he doesn't. What he's doing, what he has figured out is how to use the force on the club. Like I said in the last vid, he's putting force on this club that is in line with this shaft to allow this club to swing on its own, okay? That's what he's doing. What most of us do is that we put force on the club that disrupts what we need for angular momentum, okay? We can't swing. What's happening is we're trying to control this instead of it controlling itself in a nutshell. But with that said, let me give you some examples. Okay, if I come to the top, okay, you see where the apex is? Apex is over here, right? Okay, if I put any force on this club that takes that apex and throws it away from my core, which a lot of you do this. You get to the top and you go like this. Well, that is force that is being put on that club that is not in line with that shaft, and it's taking the apex and throwing it away from your body. Okay? Simple as that. Let's go on a takeaway. A takeaway. A lot of you will take it away like this. Well, taking it away like that, the force is not in line with that shaft. Now, if I take it away like this and turn like this, now I'm in line with that shaft. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so basically what Martin has come up with is a way to allow us to use the force necessary to put on this shaft that is in line with this shaft to allow this club to swing freely. We've got to control the beginning of it. The club is not going to move on its own. That's why I came up with apex and base. Okay, so the very first part of the swing is base to apex. The base has got to move before the apex does. If it doesn't, then what happens is if I move the apex first, then I'm out of line with that shaft. You see, the force is out of line because the force is going this way, the shaft's going that way, and it's going away from my center. See what I'm saying? Okay, so he talks, and none of us can do this. None of us can swing the way he's showing. Turning the doorknob and having I think he had a hammer or something. They was doing all this crap like that. You watch them swing, and there's none of that in it. Why is that? The reason why there is real simple. That's what they're showing you is their intention, and they're realizing that their intention has taken the force off or into this shaft the way it needs to be put in, and doesn't add anything extra to the shaft to allow this club head to get away from your center. Okay, that's what it's all about. He doesn't mention that, but he does do it. He explains it to a T. Okay, now a lot of you, if you're going out there and you twisting away like this and all that, well, good luck with that. Okay, because I went out and played yesterday. I played 18 holes. I might have shot 100, but the reason why I shot 100 is because I was trying all kind of crap. I went I'd do this, I'd do that, and then finally I get home and I go, oh, okay, this is what it's all about. All right, and here's what it's all about. When you set up to a ball, like I said, you got this base to apex. This base has got to move before this moves, period. If you don't do that, you're screwed. So if you don't want to do that, then go somewhere else. Okay, you don't need to be listening to this. Okay, so if I move the base and then the apex follows. It's not following like this, but the apex moves first. Well, if I turn to you and I'm doing this, isn't that the same as if I did this and just turned around and it's in line? Sure it is. See what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's in line with me. That apex and this base is in line with me. It's not like this. That's not in line with me, but this is. See what I'm saying? Okay, see what I'm saying? Then what? You can't keep going. You can't do this, because now the club is going away from you. Okay, the force that you just put on it, the club is going away from you, and the force don't line up with the shaft anyway. Okay, so the takeaway is very important. Okay, so that's why he says what he says, because it's all his intention. This is real simple if you'll just quit trying to complicate it like I did. Okay, if you just take it away like this, okay, it'll get about right here, and you can't keep turning left. Okay, you can't keep turning the doorknob. It's got to be, this is called base to apex. I started the apex with my base. Okay, now then it goes to apex to base. Here's where everybody screws up. When you go from here, all you gotta do is just flip it up. Just keep coming with it. Don't try to do all this other crap. Just throw it back there like this and let the momentum just carry it to the top. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. And that club, we end up just like this. And if you remember right, they had JH, here's the base. Here's the apex, here's the base. He had him turning like this. Well, let's see if I can get my hands on here right. Okay, like this, okay? That's what they were showing. They were showing JH with a hammer doing that, okay? Well, if I do that, where's the butt or the base? Right here. Where's the apex? It's right at my head, because it's not long enough to stick out that way. All right. So what the hell is this? Okay. Same thing. There's my base and there's my apex. Okay. Now, here's the important part. Once you get to this, when you can't go any farther, and what you don't want to happen is to keep going like this, because that'll shut the club. Just throw it to this, throw the apex that way, just throw it. And the twirl happens. Actually, it's not a twirl. Actually, the club changes ends, okay? That's the what it calls the end over end. They change. That's what's happening. See how it changed? It was here, boom, now then the apex is there. It's end over end. That's what happened when you throw that club back there like that. Here's where everybody screws up. If you can do that, and you should be able to do it like I explained it, if you can do that, this is where the rubber meets the road. If you can throw it back there and not do this, and just feel the end of this club, because it's now what he says, it's apex to base, right? So the apex is now got to take over, and you respond to the apex. You just let her drop and you respond to it, okay? You're responding on the downswing to what this club is doing. You just let gravity take over, and when it swings on itself, it swings so damn hard it's not even funny. So the apex takes over up here, the base takes over right here. You're controlling the base, then you're giving up. You're controlling the base, which is controlling the apex, and once you get to here, then it changes. Now you don't do a damn thing except rotate back to the ball and just let it happen, okay? Don't add any force once you get up to here. Don't do that. Just leave it right where it's at and turn back to the ball. And that club will swing as fast as you want, as you can move, okay? I got winded. Hope that helped. Bye.